Not this lady's job to remain impartial. She gives a lot of people the truth. This is from the Daily Mirror, where a female Hitch earns between 5,000 and 7,000 pounds a month fixing people's dating profiles. Apparently, this girl, she's 24. She's from New York. Her name is Chloe Gray. She runs an Advice by Chloe company. That's what it's called. It's full-time. And apparently, she was very close to being broke. And she noticed that a lot of her friends kept on coming to her asking for advice on their dating profiles. So she went into business, and now she's making a ton of money. As a matter of fact, she recalls
0 sense to me, Kyle. And I hate to interrupt you.
Why
You know how I hate interrupting you. It's like my least favorite thing to do.
Oh yeah, no, I know. And it's crazy because it's what you're best at in this world.
Right.
It's so nuts.
Like, well, let me ask you this. Let me send you a follow-up question. Who is she helping with these dating profiles? Is she helping mostly women, or is she helping mostly men?
She says, quote, I get mostly straight men, and after that it's gay men, then gay women, then straight women. So shockingly, straight women don't have a whole lot of problems on their dating profile.
Well, that's exactly where I was going with this, because I knew that straight women would have to have been the very, very bottom of the list, because like a woman will read a man's profile and she will judge whether or not she wants to go on a date with him based more on that, I'm willing to bet, usually, than based on his looks.
Sounds like this is coming from experience.
Well, when it comes to men, like I have went on dates, I have hooked up
with a lot of men. With a lot of
men. No, with a lot of women from dating sites, and I can't remember reading a single fucking profile.
You know what, though?
Like, we're on the first date, and I'm like, so what do you do for a living? Do you have any kids? And she's like, all this stuff's on my dating profile. And I'm like, yeah, but who just, like, you don't have to read that. It's just kind of like they suggest you read it. You know, like if you get bored.
So you literally have hooked up with chicks off dating profiles that you had no idea what they're like. You probably saw their name, but you didn't know where they worked, what they did, like what kind of I don't know, cults they were affiliated with, what kind of
didn't even know what town they lived in.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Well, and again, it goes to show, because I'm going to return to the story. Quote, she recalls helping one 45-year-old man who only had a picture on his profile of him wearing a young, dumb, and full of cum t-shirt.
Hard to believe a guy like that can't get a date, man. I don't want to live in that world, Kyle. You know what I mean?
She says, quote, he was like, it makes me look young and hip. And I was like, it doesn't. It makes you look creepy. She said. She continued, I had one client who in all of his photos had his hands just hanging loosely at his sides, staring into the camera with no expression on his face. He literally looked like a serial killer. It's all because men aren't socialized on how to pose or smile for a picture, unquote. I've only got about 45 minutes on that. Don't you, Jeremy, have at least, I would assume, because I have several friends like this on Facebook. Don't you have several guy friends on Facebook that it's like nobody ever taught them how to smile? It's like at no point has anyone ever shook them and been like, God damn it, you look fucking weird. Fucking stop. Stop. And again, if you're watching this video, you see people who do this a lot. They go, especially fat guys. I don't know why really big fat guys like doing this. They go, it's like they're breaking off a turd in mid shit. Stop doing this.
My favorite definitely has to be the middle-aged guy who takes like the Facebook profile photo, and it's basically like him and his recliner, but he takes the photo like at a really low angle. And look, I'm gonna show you. Watch this. For all the viewers here who are watching on video, this is exactly what it looks like. Every Facebook photo looks like this.
Right. It does. Dude.
That tickles me so much.
To me, there is a certain degree of love and respect in that right there, though, because when I see that, if a guy's like 65 or older, who gives a goddamn fuck? Like, that's who, like, those guys are like, that's me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to get pussy. I'm already retired. Like this photo. Don't get the fuck out of here. I give no fucks. I respect that guy. I'm not saying that all my photos are pretty, but again, there's the whole men aren't socialized how to smile. That's real. Like, that's fucking real. Like, why isn't your profile photo? Are you shitting me?
That's my favorite thing is that, like, a lot of guys who do that, like, you and I are friends with probably, I would say on our friends list, for me anyway, at least 500 people are stand-up comedians I've met over the years, and probably way more for you. Me. And it tickles me to death because they'll have, like, Dave Smith's comedy page or whatever, but the profile picture is just a picture of him just grimacing really hard at the camera. Like,
it's me. Come see me do comedy. I'm a real comedian. You know it because I have the word comedian in my profile.
That's right.
Don't check me out.
That's what that says.
That's at least 10 people on my. That's fucking crazy.